The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Good morning, afternoon, evening. My name is Ron Zuckett. Welcome to the program for this third day of December 2025. And today we do the present for championship. We did this last year and had a really good time doing it. So we're going to do it again this year. We're going to play what the old fogies would call the real World Series between the team with the best. Imagine if there was no playoffs. Actually, there would be a playoff going into this because both the Blue Jays and the Yankees finished with 94 wins. But since Toronto won the division, we won't do a playoff between the Blue Jays and the Yankees. It is the best team in the record in the American League, the Toronto Blue Jays, versus the best record in the National League, the Milwaukee Brewers, in a best-of-7 series to determine if there was no playoff, who would be the better team. Now, we are playing, of course, with modern rules. I don't know if we did set up as a playoff folder, so don't know if we'll get ghost runners and all that when we get into extra innings. But there will be DHs of that, and because Milwaukee had the better record, we did give them home field advantage for this series. Now, if you're not familiar, Milwaukee, I believe, made the National League Championship Series and were swept by the Los Angeles Dodgers in 4. Toronto, as most of you know, came within a couple literal millimeters of winning the World Series in the bottom of the ninth in Game 7 in Toronto. If the runner had run to home instead of sliding into home, I think Toronto wins it. So that's the setup for you. Hopefully this will be good baseball. I am running the Brewers. Toronto is being run by the computer for the first two, today and tomorrow, 1 and 2 during the day, and the next week, Monday, we'll see the 3 games in Toronto. Now, these aren't exact lineups. I made the lineups. We'll explain this again later. I tried to the best of my ability. If you don't like the lineups, not much I can do about that. They are what they are. But it's December. It's, 19 degrees outside today? Let's play some baseball, shall we? As Retro Sports Network presents the 2025 Real World Series. Today, from whatever they call the stadium in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It is the Milwaukee Brewers and Toronto Blue Jays. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find Dave, Vinny, and Joe today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, wherever else fine podcasts are listed. It's not Miller, it's American Family Field. And again, we're guessing with some of these. The roof is open, 63 degrees, winds blowing in from 11 from right field. How you doing, Mr. Gorky? So let's tell you about Jose Quintana. Now, hindsight being the better things, he actually came over from the Citi Field from the Mets the year before, and like to thank Andy for the pictures, or at least a link to the pictures. So everyone's in their correct teams with the pictures. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, because hindsight's 2020, what we did was I tried to go with the third best pitchers in Game 1 and set up the aces to go in Game 3. In case this series does go 7, you want your best pitchers to go in Game 3 and Game 7. So this is not a battle of the aces in Game 1. You're just not going to get these folks to be able to go on 3 days rest, unless you're the Dodgers. Quintana, 35 years old, is a lefty, 11-7 for Milwaukee in 2025, 24 starts, a 3.96 ERA, 131 2/3, 120 hits, 65 runs, 58 earned, 18 homers. He walked 50 and struck out 89. He is a fastball pitcher and can throw it at the surprisingly slow 20-25 speed of 87. He can go 95 pitches, which should get him in the 5th or 6th. Again, it's a whole different thing. And I know the logos aren't right, but that's what I got. Here's the lineup for the Blue Jays. Hopefully, Greg, I didn't mess this up too much. Miles Straw is your DH. He'll lead off. Alejandro Kirk, the catcher, will bat second. George Springer in right will clean up. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. at first will clean up. Bo Bichette at short. I wanted to make him the DH, but he was their best fielding shortstop or whatever. Will go fifth. Davis Schneider in left will bat sixth. Looks like Matt Malone, doesn't he? Ernie Clement in left will go at third. Will bat seventh. Dalton Varsho is the center fielder, one of the two lefties in the lineup. He'll go with. He's the better defender over Straw. And Andres Jimenez at second will bat ninth. Quintana, as we said, 95 pitches. No studs these days like Bob Gibson, who started the first 3 times in 3 series. Yeah, and again, theoretically, you're doing better for your arm that way. Unless, of course, you're the Dodgers, and you can do whatever you want. Isaac Collins, by the way, in left for Milwaukee, a 7 and a 4. Jackson Chourio is in center. He's a 6 and a 6. Sal Frelick is in right. He's a good one, a 9 and a 7, just a baby. In fact, Collins is the oldest of the 3 at 27. The infield for Milwaukee, Caleb Durbin is a 7 at third. Joey Ortiz is 7 and a 7 at short. Bryce Terang is a 9 and a 7 at second, and Jake Bowers is 6 at first. William Contreras a 7 and a 5 or 7 and a 6 behind the plate, and Quintana is a 6 with a .963 fielding percentage. Greg says I'd rather have no one at short than Bo. Yeah, there's a lot of there's 40 some odd players. I didn't limit the rosters, but yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. We are playing this on October 4th. Best of 7, first 2 in Milwaukee, middle 3 in Toronto, and if we need to come back, the last 2 in Milwaukee. Straw at 262, 4 home runs, and 32 RBI. Quintana starts the series with ball 4. Scotty says, don't hate us because we happen to be good. Scotty sounds like a supermodel with that. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. No, we don't hate you because you're beautiful. Jimenez will be in his natural position as short. Okay. Alejandro Kirk. How bad did I mess up this lineup, Greg? Alejandro Kirk, 282, 15 homers, and 76 RBI. I tried to go with good OBS, or on-base percentage, OBP. Yeah, you know me, in the 2-hole. Quintana deals. Kirk, throw down to second, and Straw steals the bag. So a 2-2 count and a pizza-sized box for a bag. And Tirana in business. Pitch to Kirk. There's a base hit right field. Frelick will pick it up. Straw around third and will hold for George Springer, who hit 309. All right. Okay. 32 homers, but only 84 RBI. My 80s baseball sense says that's bad. That's bad. He scored 106 times. He led off, though, right? That's the Giancarlo Stanton, when he was in Florida, factor. Put your power hitter and your speedster right up front. Runners on the corners. Nobody out. Game 1. A cool night here in Milwaukee. Quintana deals. Springer into center. Chourio will track it down. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. And Straw will hold. He's ready to 7 at third. Or 7 as a runner. 1 out for Vladdy. Vladdy at 292, 23 homers, 34 doubles, and 84 RBI. And did not strike out 100 times. He only struck out 94. Again, these are my lineups, not the computer's lineups. Pitch to Guerrero. Struck him out. Quintana got him on a 2-2. Quintana not an inning a strikeout guy. Here's Bo Bichette. Bo at 311, 18 homers and 94 RBI. So runners on the corners, and remember, no grousing that I screwed up the lineups. Between the giant bases and the 6-inch extended sliding gloves and pickoff rules, there should be more stolen bases. That was the plan. I mean, no one's going to turn into the 85 Cardinals, but I love the pizza mitts. Those are great. Pitch to Bo. Base hit right center field. Straw's going to score. Captain Kirk around second. They're going to throw to third. Frelick's throw. Kirk is in there safely, and Bichette moves up to second. So second and third, 2 out for Davis Schneider, hitting .234, 11 homers, and 188 at-bats, and 31 RBI. Quintana deals. Struck him out, and that'll do. However, the Jays get a run on 2 hits. They leave on 2, and after half an inning in Game 1, Toronto 1, Milwaukee coming up. And here's Trey Yesavage, who I think is the greatest story in baseball. He started the year in short A ball in Dundee, Florida, with Toronto, and pitched at every level: short A, double A, triple A, and then 3 starts late in the year for Toronto with the big club, and got the start in Game 1 of the World Series. And what did he do? The first batter he faced, he struck out Shohei Ohtani. He's 22. With Toronto, 3 games, 1-0, a 3.21 ERA, pitched well in the playoffs. In fact, he pitched in Game 7, too. 14 innings, 13 hits, 5 runs, all earned. 7 walks, 16 strikeouts. A ground ball plus pitcher, and I wonder if Dave actually did fastball speeds, because he's rated at 87 as well. Here's how Milwaukee will line up. Bryce Terang will lead off at second. Isaac Collins in left will bat second. Christian Yelich, the DH, the old man of the group, at 33. He'll go third. Jackson Chourio will clean up in center field. William Contreras behind the plate, batting fifth. Sal Frelick in right goes sixth. Jake Bowers at first will bat seventh. Caleb Durbin at third goes eighth. Joey Ortiz will bat ninth at short, and Yesavage maybe 5 on a good day. Possibly 6 if he's efficient. Ernie Clement an 8 at third. Bo Bichette a 4 and a 6 at short. Just so you know. Andres Jimenez a 10 and a 6 at second. Wow. Vladdy Jr. a 7 at first. The outfield, Schneider a 5 and a 5 in left. Dalton Varsho, his father played, right? Wasn't that Gary? A 9 and a 7 in center. And George Springer a 4 and a 5 in right. Kirk a 10 and a 5 behind the plate. And Yesavage a 3 with a 1,000 fielding percentage. Greg says, surprise Kirk went to third. I think I may be faster at 66 with the nerve damage in your lower legs. Again, these are preliminary ratings. When the season's released, when the new game is released in a few weeks, things might be different. Gary was a better hitter, but without power. Yep, Bryce Terang at 288, 18 homers, 24 steals, and 81 RBI. However, he struck out 150 times. Yesavage, from the wind, walked him. For Isaac Collins, 263, 9 homers, and 54 RBI. That's ground ball to first. Vladimir takes it to the bag himself. Terang moves to second, 1 out for Christian Yelich. Christian at 264, 29 homers, and 103 RBI. Sellout crowd, big tribute to Bob Uecker before Game 1. And Yelich draws the walk. For Jackson, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Chourio at 270, 21 homers, and 78 RBI. Where's Elvis Matthews or Matt Lockwood when you really need him? He would know all that stuff. Trey's pitch. There's a base hit right center. Varsho will pick it up. Terang around third will score. We're tied up. Chirrillo, okay. William Contreras at 260, 17 homers and 76 RBI. Who says there's no offense in modern baseball? Savage deals. Got away from Kirk, and Kirk just dropped it. And a run scores, and it's 2-1 Milwaukee. And a 2-2 count. Chirrillo can steal. Do I dare? I think we do. He gets on the oven mitt. He looks towards the dugout. They're ordering a personal pan. There he goes. The throw down to third. Strike him out. Throw him out. Hey, it's a Red Sox double play. So it was strike three, and they throw him out trying to steal third. Because 74 in 100. After one, 2 big runs for the Brewers. They don't leave anybody on the one hit. And after one, 2-1 Milwaukee. Kirk has a good... Kirk, yeah. He's a big boy. Clement, Varsho, and Jimenez to face Quintana here in the second. Ernie at 277, 9 homers and 50 RBI. Got him. That's 3 for Quintana. 2-2. Fastball. Got him looking. For Dalton Varsho, Dalton at 238. 20 home runs and 55 RBI in only 248 at-bats. Lace to right at Frelick, 2 out. For Jimenez, who wears a number 0, hitting .210, one of the 2 lefties in the lineup, 7 homers, 35 RBI. Dalton no-show. Base hit left center field. Goes the opposite way. Collins picks it up, and Jimenez has a 2-out single. Third hit for the Jays. Here's Straw, who walked and stole the base hit and scored in the first. Quintana's first time through the lineup, 42 pitches. Wow, that's a lot. Inning in 2/3, 3 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Jimenez not going anywhere. Straw pops it left field. Collins going back to the wall, and Collins will make the catch, and the Jays are done. No runs, 1 hit. They've left on a runner, and after an inning and a half in Game 1, Milwaukee 2, Toronto 1. So Frelick, Bowers, and Durbin to face Savage here in the second. Trey, pressure got to him in the first. He threw 28 pitches. Frelick at 288, 12 homers, and 63 RBI. Base hit, opposite way. Schneider picks it up in left center field, and that's the second hit for Milwaukee. Jake Bowers at 235, 7 homers, and 28 RBI. Yeah, he did steal 13, I believe I saw. That's a base hit in the right. Springer will grab it. Frelick around third will run. Springer, an average arm, and I forgot who I was managing, and so I will not send him. First and second, nobody out for Caleb Durbin, hitting .256, 11 homers, and 53 RBI. So Savage making a monkey out of me. There's a ground ball to Guerrero. Bichette for 1, and the throw back to first is not in time. So they get the fielder's choice 3-6. 1 out for Joey Ortiz, the number 9 hitter, hitting .230, 7 homers, and 45 RBI. 2-1 Brewers, bottom of the second. Here in Game 1, Game 2 tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Throw to first. Durbin. Oh, they got Durbin picked off. How about that? Guerrero threw down to Bichette, and Bo's waiting for him with a gift wrap baseball. Had time to put a bow on it and an autograph. So there's 2 out. As Durbin was going, I didn't send him. The mouse, which you can't see, is right on that 1 for the hit button. And Milwaukee runs themselves into an out. They haven't even pitched to Ortiz yet. Savage catches the break, and the ball gets away from Kirk on another pass ball. A 1-2, and it snuck past him, and it's 3-1 Milwaukee. So Kirk with 2 pass balls in 2 innings. And a 2-2 count to Ortiz. Savage is only shouldn't be any earned runs for those. Base hit left field. Schneider will pick it up on a hard hop. Milwaukee not being surprised at all by Savage. Here's Turang. Bryce, B-R-I-C-E, walked and scored in the first. Savage, 9 batters, 46 pitches. Inning in 2/3, 4 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Boba Fett is your favorite Star Wars character. May the force be with you, Scotty. Pitch to Turang. Struck him out, and the inning's over. However, Milwaukee tacks on a run on 3 hits. They finally leave on a runner, and after 2, Savage and Kirk have a conversation in the dugout. Milwaukee 3, Toronto 1. So Kirk, who singled in the first, who's yours there, Greg? Fly ball, left field. Back goes Collins. He'll turn and watch it go. So Kirk giveth, and Kirk taketh away. If you're a Brewer fan, it's 3-2. Kirk put that one up in the alley and into the pens. So here's Springer. He's 0 for 1. Not a pitcher's duel in game 1. Greg says, I think you'd be fine with Jimenez at short and Clement at second. And Bo as the DH. You guys made a pretty big signing already in that pitcher from San Diego. Springer rips this one into left center. Collins will pick it up, and George has a single. Thanks. 2,000 subs on the channel. And then someone unsubbed. I was at 1997 when I posted the video. I woke up this morning and it was 2,000. And now back to 1999. Vladdy struck out his first time up. 3-2 Milwaukee here in the third. Quintana deals. Struck him out. That's 4 for Jose. Bo Bichette singled and drove home a run in the first. Quintana has fanned 4. Base hit, right center field. Churio throws it back in, first and second, for Davis Schneider, who struck out his first time up. Bo can go. Oh, great bat, but he's like Roberto Duran with a glove. Hands of stone. Did you see where Roberto Duran, I didn't realize he was still with us. He was in, I think, Bangkok recently for the World Boxing Council convention and met our friend Gregory Rashid. Pitch to Schneider. There's a bounder to third. Durbin's got it. Turang for 1, and Schneider's going to reach. So they get the force. 5-4. 2 out for Ernie Clement, who struck out his first time up. You'll be back if the Jays lose. By a millimeter. Snap throw down to Bowers, and Schneider's out. Base running Apparently, Tom Minsky needs to do some trips this year down to both Florida and Arizona come next February. That will do. However, the solo homer from Captain Kirk. Wait, did you say that Boba Fett was your favorite Star Wars? Kirk is Star Trek. After 2.5, Milwaukee 3, Toronto 2. So you Savage out for the third. Collins, Yelich, and Chourio to face Trey. Isaac is 0 for 1. Roberto was a good guy. Oh, Duran, man, and when you covered, okay, good Lord, Ron. Celestino Caballero versus Steve Molitor at Casino Rama. You sure that wasn't Joe Flaherty from SCTV being Guy Caballero? Pitch to Collins. Base, a line drive to right. Springer is there, and there's one out for Yelich, who walked and scored his first time up. Were you in Montreal the night that the No Moss fight? That was in Montreal, right? Pitch to Yelich. Struck him out. That's 3 for Trey. A full count off-speed pitch got him. 2 out for Chourio, who singled home a run in the first. Base hit, left center. Schneider will pick it up. Chourio will not try for 2. And will not try and steal. 5 hits for Milwaukee, 6 for Toronto. Here's Contreras, who struck out his first time up. They throw to first, and Chourio is back. Oh, you were in Montreal for the first Duran-Leonard fight. That wasn't the No Moss fight, was it? The things that we remember. Pitch to William. That is in the left field. That will drop in front of Schneider. Chourio on his way to third, and his runners in the corners, 2 out for Frelick, who singled and scored his first time up. And he walks. So the bases are loaded. 2 out for Jake Bowers. First baseman singled his first time up. 2 out, third inning. 3-2 Milwaukee. Fly ball, right field. Springer will grab it, and that will do. The Brewers leave him loaded. Kind of fitting at the playing in a ballpark formerly known as Miller Park. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. After 3 here in Milwaukee, Brewers 3, Blue Jays 2. So Quintana to face Clement, Varsho, and Jimenez. Ernie struck out his first time up. No, and Duran never actually said No Moss. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Ball 4, and Clement starts the 4th with a walk. I didn't see how many pitchers the Blue Jays actually have available. Milwaukee is 13. Dalton Varsho, 0 for 1. Got him. 5 for the Q. A 1-2, and he swung right through it. 1 out for Jimenez, who singled his first time up. A lot of offense in this game. Contreras and Quintana have a word. Left center field. Chourio will make the grab, and Clement goes back to first. 2 away for Straw. 18 batters deep for Quintana. 81 pitches, 3 2/3, 6 hits. The home run was Kirk's. He has walked 2 and struck out 5. How old is Dave Stieb? He might be able to get a batter. I almost went with Scherzer for Toronto, but his earned run average was 5. Pitch to Straw. Struck him out. Jays threaten but do not score. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom 4 in Game 1 in Milwaukee. Brewers 3, Blue Jays 2. So Durbin, Ortiz, and Turang to face you Savage here in the 4th. Caleb is 0 for 1. That is up the middle for a base hit. Varsho will field it. 13 hits combined. And Durbin can run. Ortiz singled his first time up and can bunt. Infield playing back. Todd B., how are you? Todd B. did say no moss when he saw George Hendrick's apathy for playing baseball. They throw to first and Durbin is back, and now they play for the bunt. But we will hit and run. Ground ball to Guerrero. Vladdy will take it to the bag himself. Durbin moves up 90, and Ortiz is retired, 1 out. For Bryce Terang, who was walked, scored, and struck out, he's 0 for 1. Savage, 18 batters, 78 pitches, 3 1/3, 7 hits. The 2 pass balls by Kirk have done him in. He has walked 3 and struck out 3. And he walks Terang. See what the computer does here. And that will do it for Savage. Eric Lauer, hopefully no relation to Matt, will come into pitch. Pitching change. This game coming to you from American Family Field in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So Lauer, a lefty, was kind of a Swiss Army knife of a pitcher. He's 30 years old. He throws it hard at 99, 9-2 with a 3.18 ERA. 28 games, 15 of those starts. Probably going to use him in game 2. 104 2/3, 90 hits, 39 runs, 37 earned. He walked 26, but struck out 102. Dave is 68, barely older than you, but a far better pitcher with a great slider. Collins is 0 for 2, by the way. Scotty was in Vancouver for Ali Chavallo, too. Did you go to that fight? Yeah, Todd, we got about 4 inches of snow, too. George has not been doing well lately. George Hendrick? That is a liner in the center field for a base hit. Durbin around third, and they will hold him. Varsho has a decent arm, but Milwaukee, lefty versus lefty with Yelich, a walk and a strikeout. He's 0 for 1 with a run scored. So bases loaded, Collins on first, Terang on second, and Durbin on third. Greg went at the first Chavallo Ali fight at Maple Leaf Gardens when you were 6. Boom Boom Mancini is a local radio talk show in Cleveland. Oh, Youngstown. Oh, Chavallo. Okay. I watched the fight where he killed the Korean boxer, right? One of the last 15-round fights. Pitch to Yelich. Struck him out. Lauer got him on a 1-2 off speed. 2 out. Be big if Toronto cannot allow the Brewers to score a run. Here's Chirino. He has singled twice and driven in a run. Lauer deals. Struck him out at 100 miles an hour. Toronto's bullpen does the job. No runs, 2 hits. They've left on 7 now through 4. Brewers 3, Blue Jays 2. Yeah, I mean, that's back when that stuff was on Saturday afternoons. So Kirk, Springer, and Guerrero to face Quintana here in the 5th. Jose probably gets a base run. If they get him through, he can get the win. Kirk has singled and homered in the 3rd. 2,000 teetering on this game. By a millimeter. Pitch to Kirk. There's a ground ball to Quintana over to Bowers. 1 out. For Springer, George, don't call me Jerry. 1 for 2 with a single. Yes. Are you beta testing that? I can tell you. can confirm that manual entry is in the baseball game. I'm not a beta tester, but I've talked with one. Left field, Collins, 2 out. So here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who was struck out twice. Greg says, when you were at the first Duran Leonard fight in Montreal, Cleveland, Denny died as a... Oh, wow. I don't remember that. Pitch to Guerrero. There's a hard shot to Ortiz. Hard hopper over to first. Vladdy's running and gets on because of an error. So Joey, looks like a fake mustache there, commits the error. The through pulled Bowers off the bag. And Quintana will get Bo Bichette to see if he can get the win. Bo 2 for 2 with an RBI. No, when you're 20, no, it's certainly something you'd never forget. Was that really 46 years ago? Wow. Bichette, ground ball to the mound. Quintana, third base side, throws to Bowers. We're halfway through game 1. 2,000 hanging on. Milwaukee 3. Toronto, no runs, no hits, and an error. 2. Six weeks before you were legal in the States. Okay. Here's how we got here. Game 1 of our real world, quote-unquote, real world series. The Brewers 3, the Blue Jays 2. 3 runs, 8 hits, and an error for Milwaukee. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Toronto. Bo Bichette singled home straw to make a 1-0 Toronto in the first. In the bottom of the first, Jackson Chirinos scored Bryce Terang on a single to tie it, and Christian Yelich scored on a pass ball by Alejandro Kirk to make it 2-1. Another pass ball by Kirk, this time in the second, scored Sal Frelick to make it 3-1. And then Kirk, a solo homer in the third to make it 3-2. Milwaukee failed to score on 2 hits and a walk in both the third and the fourth. Trey Savage, 3 1/3 for Toronto. 7 hits. Really should be 1 earned run because both the 2 runs scored on pass balls. 3 runs, 2 earned. He walked 4 and struck out 3. Lauer is in. Quintana's day is done. 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. The homer to Kirk. He walked 2 and struck out 6. Contreras is 1 for 2. Scotty mentions, oh, your birthday's the same weekend as the Canadian Open Golf. There you go. Now I'm forgetting the name of it. It's a beautiful course, though. Scotty says, his dad and I watched the tragic Emil Griffith and Benny the Kid Parent fight with Don Dunphy on the call back on the fight of the week. As a kid, pitch to Contreras, base hit, left center field. Schneider will throw it back in. One year for Christmas, I got the AP book, Century of Champions, and it went through sport by sport and told the story of everything from 1901 to 1978 about said sport, or 77. So you got to read all about that. Just great stuff as a kid. Frelick, by the way, singled, scored, and walked in this one. 9th hit for Milwaukee. And one of the things in boxing was a picture from from that fight, the Griffith Parent, and just get the one that died just getting absolutely bludgeoned. Now, the fight was the same weekend as the Canadian Open. Your birthday is August 12th. Oh, okay. What's the name of the course up by you in Toronto that they may take down. It's a beautiful course. Glen Abbey, right? Hey, John, how are you? John rooting for the Jays. Pitch to Frelick. That is up the middle, past Bo Bichette, and it's first and second. Nobody out for Bowers, 1 for 2. Jake has a single. 10 hits for Milwaukee. Toronto has 6. Popped up. Kirk will make the catch. 1 out for Caleb Durbin, who's 1 for 2 with a single. I was thinking Downton Abbey, but I know that's not it. We have all 3 Griffith parent fights on DVD, but only only watch the first 10 rounds of the third fight. Yeah, I don't think I can intentionally watch anyone get killed. So says the person who watched Dale Earnhardt die. Pitch to Durbin. What a happy stream. Base hit left field. Snyder will grab it. Can't make a play. Goes over the wall. Contreras will score. Durbin has a double, and the Brewers go up 4-2. Glen Abbey, yep. Joey Ortiz, 1 for 2. After Lauer struck out 2 with the bases loaded in the 4th, that's his run here in the 5th. And that is a nice course, Glen Abbey. Got him. That's 3. 2-2. Ortiz swung through a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. For Bryce Terang, who has walked twice, scored once, and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Got him. So Lauer has punched out 4, and that'll do. Brewers get an insurance run on 3 hits and no errors. We go to the 6th, 4-2 Milwaukee. Oh, you do curl. When Greg Moore was killed. Yep. I figured you did with your tribute you posted the other day. All right, who have we got here? I don't want to go with Trevor Megill. We're going to go with too early for Mears. Patrick is probably going to pitch. It is righty, lefty. Oh, my goodness. Who do I go with here? Do I go with Mears? Or do I go with... I'll go with Jared Cohen. So Jared Koenig comes in. Koenig is 30, 72 games, a 6-1 record for Milwaukee, a 2.86 ERA, 2 saves, 66 innings, 57 hits, and again, not sure if I'm using these in the right order or not. No nasty notes. 20 walks, 68 strikeouts, fastball pitcher at 90, and a ground ball pitcher. Davis Schneider is 0 for 2 with a K. Oh, you played at the Provincials. That's 27 years. That's cool. Ty got on their football one year for Christmas. Mom wondered why it looked kind of dirty when I opened it up. Todd, did you find that in the closet and play with it? When I first got out on my own 30 some odd years ago, pitch to Snyder, fly ball left field. Collins moving over. That was well hit, but stays in the yard. Oh, by the way, the roof's open. 59 degrees. Winds blowing in from right at 11. Ernie Clement walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1. I would watch the Briar because we get the CBC. My wife loves to watch curling. Yeah, it's no longer real brooms. Once in a while, I'll be driving down the hallway. Sweep! Hard! Sweep! High ground ball to Ortiz. Sweeps it over to Bowers. And Clement won't get last rock. 2 out. For Dalton Varsho, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Greg, what position did you play as a curler? Varsho pops it up to Rang. on the grass will make the catch, and we're through 5.5. Toronto goes quietly in the 6th, and after 5.5, it's Milwaukee 4, Toronto 2. So Collins, Yelich, and Chiriot to face Lauer in the 6th. Isaac 1 for 3 with a single. Fly ball left field. Back goes Schneider. Makes the catch. 1 out for Yelich. 0 for 2. A walk and 2 strikeouts. Started as a lead. Oh, you actually got to be a skip. That's pretty good. Todd B got the super toe football. I had that. I was a bit younger than you when I got it. Almost knocked the cat out with that hard plastic football. Seattle is one of the most prominent curling clubs in the United States. Granted, that would make sense. Scotty, did you ever curl? I'm surprised we technically have a curling club around here. You would think it'd be more popular, considering A, it was on television for 50 years, and B, this is not the warmest weather state in the Union. Pitch to Yelich. There's a high ground ball past Jimenez into right field. Springer throws it back in. 12 hits for Milwaukee. Here's Chiriot. Jackson is 2 for 3. He has singled twice, struck out, and driven in a run. There's a Granite Club in Toronto as well. We've got Granite Quarries. Throw to first. Yelich is back. There is a base hit laced into left. Schneider picks it up, and Yelich will bluff. But he will not go. Chiriot 3 for 4 today. Here's Contreras. Here's 2 for 3. Single twice and a run scored. Lauer trying to pitch himself out of trouble again. Scotty's watched it live, but never done it. There is a base hit past Jimenez into right center field. Varsho's got it. Yelich will bluff. So the bases are loaded. Contreras a 3-hit night. And here's Frelick. Sal 2 for 2. 2 singles, a run scored, and a walk. Toronto 94 wins. 1 loss-wise. They tied with the Yankees for the best record in the American League. But they won the division. They must have had a better record against New York. Milwaukee, the best record in all of baseball with 97 wins. Center field, Varsho. Dalton in the shade makes the catch. Yelich tags, and we'll go. Varsho's throw is cut off by Bichette. It's 5-2 Milwaukee. Greg says there's a dance hall here in Scarborough that was a curling club for many years, still called the Broom and Stone. And Greg would ask the girls, "Are you going to Scarborough Fair?" But when the girls were named Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme, they realized he was asking more than one. Jake Bowers 1 for 3, a single. First and second, Kirk and Lauer have a word. Bowers into right. Springer makes the catch. Milwaukee gets 1. They've left on 11. 1 run, 3 hits. Your sound just went bad. It's okay. The buffering's over. 1 run, 3 hits to leave on 2. We go to the 7th here in Game 1. Milwaukee 5, Toronto 2. So Jimenez, Straw, and Kirk to face Koenig. Jared will start the inning. He probably won't finish it. Never dance with Parsley, but every other girl. Can you imagine being named Rosemary? And what kind of substances were Simon and or Garfunkel on when they wrote that? Jimenez 1 for 2 with a single. Base hit left center field. Chiriot picks it up. Gardner threatens to unsub again. For 21 hits in this one. Here's Straw. Miles 0 for 2. A walk, a strikeout, a stolen base, and a run scored. Throw to first, Jimenez is back. And Straw draws the walk, and we go to the pen. So first and second for Toronto. Nobody out here in the 7th for Alejandro Kirk. And now we'll play matchup. Abner Uribe will come in for the Brew Crew. Abner is 24. Throws a fastball at 94. Ground ball pitcher. 3-2 for Milwaukee. A 1.67 earned run average, 75 games. He saved 7, 75 in the third, 51 hits, 18 runs, 14 earned. He walked 27 and struck out 90 of the 282 men he faced. You worked with women in the newsroom named Rosemary and Sage. And Scotty has a buddy named Al Parsley. He's an orchidist, though. Buys Sugar Bee apples this winter. Oh, try Sugar Bee apples. Oh, orchardist. Okay, is that the technical name for it? Todd B prefers ginger and cinnamon at the club. But does your wife? Jimenez and Straw are on, and Kirk, who has homered already in this one, is the tying run. Uribe deals, and Kirk draws the walk. So much for that being the best option. So here's Springer. Big moment in this game. He can put the Jays up. George 1 for 3 with a single. So Jimenez on third, Straw on second, Kirk on first. Game 1 of this best of 7. Brewers 5, Blue Jays 2. Uribe and Contreras have a word. Ground ball past Ortiz, left center field, extra bases. Jimenez scores. Straw scores. Kirk around third. The throw from Ortiz, they got him. So a 2-run double. Kirk, as Greg said earlier, doesn't run all that fast. He's rated a 2. Makes the first out the plate, but it's 5-4. It's a 1-run game. Hanging with the professor. So Springer on second. He's a tying run, and Vladdy Guerrero at the plate. He's 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. Uribe deal. Struck him out. One batter too late. If you're a Brewer fan, Guerrero chased an 0-2. Well, thanks, Elijah. So here's Bo Bichette. Bo was 2 for 3. The much maligned in today's stream, Bo Bichette, with an RBI. Conceived in Boston. That's a great story. We'll tell it at some point. I've told that story before. We'll tell it again sometime over the next few days. Pitch to Bo. There's a slow ground ball to Ortiz. Over to Bowers, and Bichette beat it out. Malign me, CBC boy? Yeah. Not doing that again. So that's Bo's third hit of the night, and that's a 9th overall for Toronto. Runners on the corners, 2 out for Davis Schneider, who is 0 for 3. And Cinnamon is with Mr. Phelps. And this stream will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Got him! They hang on. Stretch time. Brendan Little coming in. How you doing, Paul? 5-4. Milwaukee, Toronto. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Brendan Little, next up for the Jays. He's 28, 4-2, a 3.03 ERA, 79 games, 68 in the third innings, a save, 48 hits, 28 runs, 23 earned. He's walked 45, which is a lot, and struck out 91, so he doesn't really know where it's going. Fastball 89. Then a ground ball pitcher. Durbin is not going to bunt here. 2 for 3, single, double, RBI. Paul says, enjoyed the video last night. Speaking of books, I can send you a Lifesaver version. Oh, that comes out of Christmas. I got those every year in my stocking. I learned to like butter rum that way. Craig would be fine with Bo coming back, just not at short. He's the worst shortstop statistically in baseball defensively over the past 3 years. Which means he gets the Derek Jeter 1 in Strat, right? Pitch to Durbin, 2 for 3. Gets away from Kirk, throws it down to Guerrero, and that's strike 3. Little went off speed. Durbin was looking fastball, and there's one out for Joey Ortiz, who's 1 for 3 with a K. 5-4 Brewers. Bottom of the 7th. I knew I'm gonna get the Strat version of this to do some cards and dice. This has been, if you're on the fence about modern baseball, this has been highly entertaining. Got him. That's 2 for Brendan. A 1-2. Ortiz swung on and missed at 88. Here's Bryce Terang. He's 0 for 2. He's walked twice and struck out twice. What is the difference between butter rum and butterscotch? I don't know. There is a difference. I was showing, I got a thing of sugar-free eggnog syrup that goes in coffee or make your own sodas or what have you. And they both had butter rum and butterscotch. And so I don't know the difference. Up the middle. Little's got it on a bouncer over and throws it away. Terang is going to reach Little, who has a fielding percentage of .750. Threw it away, and Keith Olbermann's mom got plunked. So Terang moves up to second. That's a big run right there. Here's Collins, 1 for 4 with a single. And he draws the walk. That kind of unnerved Little a bunch. He was out of this inning. In fact, that'll be it for Brendan. Mason Fluharty, Fluharty, coming in. Mason the lefty, 24 years old, 5-2, a 4.44 ERA in 55 games, 50 with a save, 52 2/3, 36 hits. 24 walks, again, that's a lot, and 56 strikeouts. He throws a slider at 93 and is a fly ball pitcher. He is another left-hander. And where is the 68? Paul just asked Madam Speaker about the above, and she hasn't stopped talking. Paul, are you part of the project, the beta project for Madam Speaker Plus? It's kind of scary. She'll have conversations with you. Fluharty on the mound to face Yelich. He deals. Mason's pitch, fly ball right center field. Springer moving over in the alley, and they'll make the catch, and that'll do. We'll need to change the pitcher. No runs, no hits in the air. It does not hurt. We go to the 8th in Game 1. Milwaukee 5, Toronto 4. That's classified. Mr. Tweedy, hello. So your rebate is done. We'll go with Trevor. No, can't go with Mango yet. We'll go with Nick Mears. I wonder if any relation to Rick. Nick is over from Colorado, 28 years old, fastball at 94, and a standard pitcher. 63 games for the Brewers, 5-3, a 3.49 ERA with 1 save. 56 2/3, 42 hits, 25 runs, 22 earned, 13 walks, and 46 strikeouts. In all Scotty's years of bartending, you've never made a hot buttered scotch? You must have made a Tom and Jerry, though, right? Because that's pretty much close to butterscotch. Todd B says the magic word is the code word at Amazon that means spying. Yes, absolutely. But I love my little spy. Ernie Clement, 0 for 2. He is walked and struck out. Clement, Varsho, and Jimenez to face Mears here in the 8th. One tastes like scotch and the other like rum. I really don't drink enough to know the difference. I guess rum would be sweeter and scotch would be burned. But as someone who loves butterscotch, I never got a scotch taste out of butterscotch. She makes angry collars at you when you ask her if she's spying. And when you ask her about Jeff Bezos, she never answers. I asked it if she was planning on taking over the world a couple times and got a no response. But if you propose to her, she will turn you down. Ground ball to third. Durbin's got it over to Bowers for the out. One away here in the 8th. 5 runs, 14 hits, an error for Milwaukee. They have left on 13. Toronto, 4 runs, 9 hits, an error, and they have left on 8. Dalton Varsho 0 for 3 with the K. Fly ball, right center. Back goes Frelick. Makes the grab. 2 out for Jimenez. Andres 2 for 3. A single twice and scored. Oh, I didn't realize she's also fluent in Klingon. Alexa, are you fluent in Klingon?
While I can't speak Klingon fluently, I do know enough to order a Targ steak at Quark's bar. Are you planning a trip to the Klingon homeworld?
Yes.
Kopla. Well, I'd recommend packing some Batleth insurance and maybe brushing up on your honor-based combat skills. The weather forecast calls for a high chance of glory with scattered disruptor fire.
Thank you. That's his 2 for 3. His single twice. Mine kind of denied it too, Paul. With a run scored. Pitch to Jimenez. Struck him out. Mears is through 8. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom 8 here in Milwaukee. Brewers 5, Blue Jays 4. So Chirijo, Contreras, and Frelick to see how long Fluardi stays in. Jackson 3 for 4 in game 1. His single 3 times. Struck out, driven in a run. Oh, my word. That's funny. Fly ball left field. Schneider retreating. That's well hit. But Davis makes the catch. 1 out. For Contreras, who's 3 for 4. 3 singles and a run scored. And a strikeout. Oh, that's funny. Got him. A 1-2. Fastball in there at the knees. 2 out. For Sal has singled twice, driven in a run, scored, and walked. So, I've been told if the Brewers win, I get my 2,000th sub back. I'm taking your word on that, Gardner. And Frelick draws the walk. And Tommy Nance, Nance, will come in. Tommy, with a hockey beard, is 33. Fastball at 91. Looking like he could be Lord Stanley's brother here. Ground ball plus pitcher, 2-0. Earned run average of 199. 30 appearances, 31 2/3, 25 hits, 11 runs, 7 earned. He walked 7 and struck out 32. Do I send Frelick with 2 out? Bowers, by the way, 1 for 4. Jake has a single. Now I want to see if there's a throw over first. Nance does. That's why you don't do it. And Frelick is back and not going to steal. 4 runs, 9 hits, an error for Toronto, and they've left on 8. Milwaukee, 5 runs, 14 hits, an error, and they have left on 13. Popped up. Right side, Springer. That ball is hooking towards the foul line, and George, no. It's a long, loud strike. 2-2 the count. Struck him out. Got him. No runs, no hits, no errors. Milwaukee can't get that insurance run after 8. Milwaukee 5, Toronto 4. So Trevor Megill, who looks like a closer or a sniper, one of the two, 31 years old, fastball at 94. 6-3 for Milwaukee. A 2.49 earned run average, 30 saves, 50 appearances, 47 innings, 36 hits, 16 runs, 13 earned. He walked 17 and struck out 60. John responds, short answer, butterscotch is sugar and butter. Because you're scotching it. You're literally almost burning it. Butter rum has rum in it. Essentially, butterscotch with rum. Straw is 0 for 2. He has walked twice, scored twice, struck out, and stolen a base. When I became legal back in 1993, 92, because I was born in 71. Ron, you can add. Someone gave me a sampler of schnapps, different flavors. And I must confess that butterscotch schnapps and eggnog go really, really, really well together. And Addison Barger will pinch hit. So Straw's day is done. Barger, is it a hard G or a soft? Is it Barger or Barg, as in bark? You were working. That's fine. Addison at 243, 21 homers, and 74 RBI. He would have started, but Milwaukee went with the lefty. Addison strikes out either way at 2-2. 1 out for Kirk, 1 to tie, 2 to go ahead. Alejandro has had himself a day. 2 pass balls behind the plate allowed 2 of those Brewer runs to score. At the plate, 2 for 3, and a solo homer. That came in the third. Butterscotch schnapps are so good. Isn't it? Root beer's not bad, too. Pitch to Kirk. Fly ball left field. Back goes Collins to the wall, and Collins will make the catch. 2 out. So last chance saloon here for the Jays in game 1 is George Springer, who is 2 for 4. George has singled, doubled, and drove home 2. Megill, trying to get the third out. Base hit left center field. That will split the gap. Collins cuts it off, and Springer holds with a single. So George has a 3-hit day, and here comes Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Springer itching to steal second base. Vladdy is 0 for 4. He has struck out 3 times. Megill throws over, and Springer's back. So here is the 2025 version of the Irresistible Force versus the Immovable Object. Trevor deals, base hit left field. They'll drop in front of Collins. Springer on his way to third, and the tying run is 90 feet away for Bo Bichette. Guerrero, the go-ahead run, is on first. Bichette has singled 3 times today with an RBI. "5-4 Brewers, 2 out, top of the 9th. Megill pitches, struck him out, and the ball game's over. So Milwaukee wins a 1-2, 94-mile-an-hour fastball that Bichette chased. And so 3 hours and 50 minutes, obviously we weren't playing with the speed-up rules for that. See, as the Brewers take game 1 of the real World Series, 5-4. 5 runs, 14 hits, and an error. And they left on 14. That's a touchdown. It's like the Packers beat the Argos. Toronto, 4 runs, 11 hits, an error, and they left on 10. The win goes to Quintana, 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a home run. He walked 2 and struck out 6. That's right, the Pilots. I forgot about that. Koenig, Uribe, Mears, and McGill, all with 1 inning appearances. Mears, the best of the bunch. Uribe and McGill had the plus stuff, and they struck out 5 in their 4 innings. Savage, a rough outing, 3 1/3, 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. He walked 4 and struck out 3. Then Lauer, 2 2/3, can't now use him as a starter. 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He struck out 4. Little, 2/3 of an inning. Fluharty, and full inning. And Nance got the 24th out. So the final score in this one, it's the Seattle Pilots 5, the Toronto Blue Jays 4 in the battle of the expansion teams. Or, back in the 80s, would have been a Bob and Tony Game of the Week B special. With all that, I'm Ron Chuckin. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow, these two teams will play again. Brewers lead the series 1-0. Have a great day, everybody. As soon as I can find the mouse.